guys, welcome back to The Good, the Bad with Kat. I am Kat, and we're going to play with some random new makeup that I have. I just have all these random pieces as I went looking for. I've been watching a lot of the favorites of 2025, and so I've just been watching lots of videos, and so when I went shopping, I found some things. I didn't find everything, so we're just going to have like a random makeup day where some things are new, some things are not. So e.l.f. I'm doing the Power Grip Primer because I do have a new primer, but I'm leaving that one for a TJ Maxx video I'm filming. So, because I did go to TJ Maxx. So I did find some stuff there. I'm going to go ahead. So I've seen so many people talk about this, the L'Oreal True Match, and I got it in the color. I meant to say this. They're hard to tell. So I ended up not looking at color as much as I looked at. So I have no idea what color this is. It doesn't really tell you unless, let me see. It's a serum corrector and it has 1.5% diicide hydrochloride and caffeine. So, but I don't see the color. But this is supposed to be a color corrector. It's got the same kind of doe foot as the, kind of reminds me of the same doe foot. It has a little bit of a smell to it, as this one, the Kosas. Where is it? So see how the Kosas also has kind of like that flat triangle. This is similar, so that's kind of cool. All right, that's interesting. Where is my brush? All right, so I got my REM concealer brush out. So what I do is I've got a big hair right there. So I cut all my hair off, which was so, I love it, but it just means I got to learn how to do it. So this is definitely more for me than a color corrector. This is more of a true concealer. And I'm thinking that what would be better for me is to add because we went cycling today, to be able to add some green on my face to kind of alleviate some of the redness, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. I'm going to give this a fighting chance. I'm just going to go a little bit heavier than I normally do. I'm not a big, I use some concealer, but I'm usually not, but I'm really red. We went for a bike ride today, so I'm super, super, super red from the sun. Your girl foolishly forgot sunscreen, and we were out in the sun for a while. But we weren't willing to not ride the bikes. So, yeah. So I'm not worried about placement. I just want it under. I'm going to go ahead and just so I can see how this actually performs, going to go in with my standard Revlon Color Stay. I looked at some of the new foundations that everybody liked, and none of them really there's a new Infallible, and nothing, they all seem good. I don't really like Lumi makeup. I like it in spots. I think probably because I am so oily, it's not my favorite jam. So yeah, so not too sold on that, but yeah. All right, so that's actually going on really well. Now I want to go back in with that same stuff, and let's go in and try to color. Let's go in and use it as a concealer now on top of my makeup. Kind of going into the same spots that I feel like. I do like the fact that if you wear out, you can actually just kind of only use a little bit, which is kind of nice. So, and I'm going to go back in with my makeup brush and use that to kind of blur that in. Kind of do that. Okay, I actually really like that. Okay, good to know. All right, so I think for me, let's talk about how I would use it again. Next time I would wait and use that just simply for the mascara at the end. I'm going to go ahead. I don't really have any. I didn't find any of the new bronzers. My stores were completely being rehauled. I don't know why. And so there really wasn't any of the contours that were popular. So I'm just going to go into the LYS. You guys have seen me use this a lot. It's truly one of my favorites. I think it's really creamy. I've been watching and I'm really intrigued by the new e.l.f. I guess a lot of people like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer or contour. So I tried to find that, but that was literally, I guess there's a lot of new product and my city is a little behind. So that was a bit of a bummer. I couldn't find what was really interesting. I really was interested in the Physicians Formula one, and they didn't have it anywhere. And so I don't know what I think about that. Now, on the L'Oreal, we're going to go in with the Lumi Liquid Blush. I saw a lot of people use this and like this. I struggled to find a color because in my opinion, every color they had, there was only like 5 or 6. Way too peach. But I wanted to try it, and I'm wearing kind of a black peachy shirt. So I thought we could do that. But then we're actually going to change gears because I'm actually going to be wearing, I bought a green eyeshadow. So I don't know. So let's try this. So this kind of reminds me, oh, it's supposed to be, I think, kind of like the e.l.f., like the Charlotte Tilbury, their own versions of it, where it's half blush. I don't know if you can see that. Half blush, half shine. So it's going to be blushy. Amazingly, that actually disappeared quite a lot. And I see a lot of people use really a lot of blush, and I like blush. I don't like a ton of blush, but this does feel like it's disappearing into the skin. But I kind of like that, because since I don't like a ton of blush. Interesting. Okay. So let me do my brows off camera, and then I'll come right back, because I don't have any new brow stuff either. So that was a bummer. Again, everything was being restocked, but I do have a new eye pencil and a new eyeshadow that I want to try. Basically, I found this new Chameleon Chrome eye pencil multi-chrome eyeliner, and I got it in the color 18 Hour Superstar Suit, and it's this beautiful green. So I think what I want to do is go into another product I was saving for another video, but let's go ahead and use it. This is from what is it from? Beauty Creations. These I got in a Christmas box, and Emily, I'll send you the picture. I got in a Christmas box at TJ Maxx, and they have 5 colors, and they are phenomenal. Let me just show you how simple and wonderful this is. So this is the color. What color am I using? Cosmic Dolly. But watch this with my finger. So what I like to do with these, and I've been using them a lot for everyday wear, is just that. And then I'd put the eyeliner on. But since I am going to be wearing a little bit of green, they do have this color. And they're all magnetic, so that's what's so cool about them, and they stack. This is in Frosty, which is kind of a purpley green. See it? If I did just a tiny bit of this in that corner, just to give it a little bit of, oh, that went way darker. You have to be careful. That one is a brighter one. I didn't want that much, but that's okay. I'm going to go back in with Cosmic Dolly, and I'm going to go ahead and smudge that out because I really wanted more of the pink. All right, now let's go in with this chrome. Let's try this. I'm going to put it in my waterline to start. All right, that is way greener than I thought, okay, which is okay. So it's going to kind of clash with this color up here. So I'm going to take this Beauty Puff right here and kind of buff out some of that darker purple or darker green just to make that go away. I'm going to go back into Cosmic Dolly and kind of do that. It does go on quite... Oh, it broke. I hate that. Freaked me out. Okay, it's a good size pencil. You know what this reminds me of, but not of good as quality, is the dual sticks from NYX that you guys often, this one right here that I have in front of my desk that I often use, the blue. They also have a green stick. So look at this. See how it's kind of similar? That does remind me of that. I'm just a little bit less pigmented. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I feel like we have a little bit of a mess, so I kind of want to go in. I'm going to stick a little bit more of that concealer. You're like, oh my gosh, yes. That this is more than I ever use on a good day, but I kind of want to use that right now to clean up my under eye. And that's one thing I love about this brush, is it goes under, and it just kind of allows me to go up and under and kind of clean my under eye. And yes, I could do that with my foundation as well. So you could use this for your foundation as well. But not sure. Now I'm kind of kicking myself because I forgot I have one more skin thing, but we'll use that as well. Okay. So one of the other things I found was this, I think this is Maybelline Lifter Stick Multi-Use Face Stick. And I was really curious about it. Mine had a little bit of a line on it. So I think I saw a lot of people using it to help their contour. Or you could, like, I was thinking, actually, for me, that would almost be the perfect foundation. Huh. So I was kind of curious. I think, you know, a lot of people will use these to like color correct, not color correct, but color shape. So you can use that. See right here how I put that here? I'm going to just use my finger to smear that. But see how it kind of gave me a lift? And then right here, I can use it to kind of really carve out that bottom thing. You know what I mean? Which is kind of interesting. So I've seen a lot of people kind of talk about them like there's a very small amount of product in here. Like I think it only goes like it's not a ton of product. So, and I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't like, so that's the bottom. So it's not a ton, so you don't want to use it for a makeup. So I think what it's truly supposed to be is like, maybe I went too dark, you know, in their limited, they do have limited options. But like, okay, let me show you how you could use it. So let's say I want to really make my nose look just a little bit more sculpted. So I'm going in just the tiniest bit with that bronzing stick and kind of shaping out my eye if you put too much on. So I'm going to take it down. So I want to be careful. Let's see how that narrowed my nose. Then I could take this with a brush or my finger and run it down the middle and really use that to lift up that and make that look the difference even more. So it's interesting. I like the product in there. I do like the product. I would want more. So yeah. All right. I put some chapstick on my lips. All right. So I'm going to use real quick, my Makeup by Mario Rich Mauve. Just to sharpen out my lips. One thing I'm going to do, I just really bummed myself out. I'll go ahead and fix the skin around my lips. I've been really struggling with chaps lips. I just feel like my lips look extra, like around it, it's extra red. So this is a hydrating gloss serum. I've actually had this for a bit. I've been nervous to wear it because I'm not the biggest gloss girl, but everybody's been raving about these. And I got the color Berry Thirst. I don't hate. I'm not sure I love. That's interesting. Okay, the last two things, there were two different mascaras. This is Color Stay's Full-Time Mascara, Natural Looking Volume Experience Naturelle. Full-Time Mascara, Natural Looking Volume. In blackest black. 24 hours, no flakes. Which, for me, big deal. Ooh, oh, I love my old mascara used to be like that. So we're going to do this one on this time. And then we're going to go in the Paradise Big Deal. And I think this is the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal. I got the Black Noir. And this is supposed to buildable volume and length. So it's going to kind of do the opposite. But I had seen a lot of people were liking this one. I liked Lash Paradise a little bit. Their best, in my opinion, has been the Sky High. Is it Sky High? Interesting. So that's an interesting doe foot. Not so doe foot. I don't know what that means. All right, let's do this on the left. Or not. This is why I didn't like it last time. The Lash Paradise. Because I didn't feel like it. But we're going to give it 2 shots. I will say, I'm kind of like, I don't want to wear a lot of mascara on my eyes because my eyelashes aren't the strongest. And so I don't want them to get stuck. Okay, there we go. But usually when you first open a mascara, you almost have to worry about it clumping because there's so much crap on it. But that one is not. Interesting. Okay, so that's one coat. Let's try this one. I'm not impressed. I will say that much. Kind of wanting to. I guess what I feel like is with that one, I kind of got the result I thought I'd get from this one, considering this is just an all-natural look. I don't know who ever would want an all-natural look. I picked it up because of the no flaking. I wanted to test that. You know, it's hilarious. If you look at them, if you look at them, they look equal. That's hilarious. But let's go in and do a second coat, even if I have to have odd eyes for church. It's okay. So if I look at both of those, and I will be honest, I'm not the huge, like, knowledgeable on mascaras. Go in and do a second coat over here. I freaking can't tell the difference. That's hilarious. Okay, maybe over here, these are a little bit actually longer. Okay, I don't know if you can see it on camera. So remember, this is the lash extending, volumizing. This is the natural look. They freaking look the exact same. Except for this one, look, they look thicker. They have more thickness, but look, these are actually longer. That's hilarious. That's awesome. It is what it is. All right, the last thing, you guys have seen me use this, but I am in love with this 03 Make It Last Original Milani setting spray. I've been using it all week, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been phenomenal. So anyway, let's do a review. I do like the L'Oreal True Match. I would like to buy 1 or 2 shades lighter, but I did like the lifting effect it did have up here. I did like using it around my face. This lifter stick from Maybelline, I liked it. There's no problem with it. My personal opinion is a little bit of a waste of money when you consider the fact that you get this much product. Now, I don't remember what I paid for it, but it'll be on the screen. I just feel like there's other ones that do it. Like, one of the ones that I love that's on a smaller scale is the NYX Fix-It sticks. These are, I usually get about this much product, and I can put that on and it'll do the same thing for me. So I love my Beauty Creations eyeshadows. I love them. They literally sit on my desk all time. They're all right here and they don't leave. So for my everyday looks, I have just been in them over and over again. I cannot find the lid. I lost a lid, so I'll have to find the lid for that. But I just love that this is how you can store them, just like that. And they were $5. So there is this one. This is, there are 6 colors. Oh Hey, which is more of like a goldy silver. And then, okay, this was the Cosmic Dolly, which is the one I have on my eye. And then this one is See You in Space, and this one is more of a silver one. So, and then there's a cranberry, kind of a cranberry-ish one. This is a Mrs. Claire. I actually wear this one a lot. Normally what I do is I put this one in the front and this one in the back, and that's become a very common go-to. And then there's kind of a bronzy one. This is Deerful. Don't ask why. So it's like a bronzy color, but you just see how they're just smooth as butter, glorious. They are my favorite thing. And then of course, as you guys saw, I think it doesn't do it justice what I did on my eye. This is the, was it called Frosty? This color, look at this. Do you see that? Just so beautiful. I just love it. I love them. They're my favorite thing I've bought in a long time. There's the lid. Yay. Yay me. Yay for me. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put any highlight on. I gotta fix that up. Okay. I'm just gonna go into my Rude Sparkle Diamond Sparkle in the color Pearl that I got. I think I got this at TJ Maxx. Let's go ahead and just do a little bit of that. I didn't think I need any, but you always, I love a good sparkle. Anyway, guys, I hope that you know you are seen and you are loved, and I hope you have a blessed one. Bye.